Hello everyone, here with my sparkly bow. Hello everyone, we are going to be cooking. We're in another episode of Cooking with Caitlin. I thought today would be a fun day to record with you guys. We are going to be cooking a vegetarian fajita recipe. It's well loved in my family. My family really enjoys them. My sister doesn't like peppers, so she doesn't enjoy them. But my mom, who, you have to have mom's approval. Mom absolutely loves this dish. It's one of my favorites that I get to make her, and it's one of my more common recipes to make. So for this recipe, you kind of can do whatever you want. I usually use for actual ovenware, wooden spatula, pair of tongs to serve, and a pan, preferably a non-stick pan, and a one with a lid. So, with a lid. So, hello Rob, nice to see ya. Hold on. Sorry guys. And I know I need to turn my volume down ASAP, otherwise I'm gonna be hearing people. Hey, Rob. I know I need to turn my volume down. Dang it, it still happens. Sorry, guys. So we're going to be making vegetarian fajita recipe. You're going to need any peppers you like. I also got some green peppers from my local farmer's market. Luckily, they reopened. Some garlic, because I love garlic, and it's good for your immune system. So good for this time of year when we're in the middle of a pandemic. I prefer to use a sweet onion for this. You can use red onion if you like, but I like using that. And then I use all different kinds of peppers. So I have yellow, orange, and red peppers in here. The yellow are my favorite because they make it really sweet. You also need olive oil for the pan, salt, pepper, of course, and my secret weapon, which I need to find it. Now it's hiding on me. Oh, there it is. It was hiding in the back of my spice cabinet. Well, technically Mom and I's spice cabinet. But lemon pepper. See, the secret seasoning to this. Dean says, hi, Caitlin. I can watch for just a few minutes. I'm at Wendy's ready to head home, but I'll be driving soon. No worries. Just listen to me in ninja mode. You'll be fine. And the recipe will be posted after I go live because I have 2 thumbnails to prep. I have to do a tweet out for Pete McDevitt's stream, which, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm on Chilling with Pete, upcoming in January. That live stream just went up. So if you guys want to check it out, please do. If you guys haven't checked out my last week's live stream, it's almost at 100 views. I would really like it for it to get to 100 views today. And it focuses on an autism-related Etsy shop, and she's amazing. She's on TikTok, and she's also on Instagram, Twitter, and she is actually just started doing Cameo, which is really exciting. And she makes amazing stickers. So if you guys like people to enjoy for stickers, make sure you guys hang out with that. You also need a knife. I'm using a chef's knife because I am actually careful with myself with knives in the kitchen. I'm making sure I'm not forgetting anything. For the winter, so the summer, I don't usually use mushroom. You can if you like. You can use the mushrooms for that. But if I did do mushrooms like in the wintertime, I would use white mushrooms. That's my preferred choice. So we are going to start with the peppers. Usually I like using paper plates to transfer things. It makes life easy. So I usually luckily I cleaned them as soon as I got home from the farmer's market. So they are clean and my hands are clean. I've been washing my hands like crazy ever since COVID's been in our house, and we are officially clear from COVID right now, which is great. And always have a plastic bag ready for your throw-outs, like any loose pits. And you want to make sure you get rid of this white in your pepper. If you don't get rid of it, you basically run into the issue where your fajita will turn bitter, and you don't want that. And then I cut them into just fajita-sized strips, so Nothing too crazy. I'm going to lower this down so you can see. And I'm left-handed, guys, so it is a little bit different for you guys here. I like a variety in size. I know it's not going to be even cooked, but I think it's a lot of fun. And make sure you guys share the stream out. If you guys have anyone who's vegetarian friends that always want a new recipe, make sure you share the video to them. And make sure you guys give a big props to all of my moderators. You guys are all amazing. Rob is here in the house. He's one of my lovely mods. James Ryan, of course, I know he's still in the parks, so want him to enjoy, the time in the parks he does have. This pepper is in a weird shape. It was a very awkward shape for a pepper. Okay. Just editing it, and you just keep cutting them into strips. Yeah, like some of these, whatever this farmer had in his crop, it turned out really weird because it's not like a normal shaped pepper at all. But whatever. I can make it work, but you just make it into strips like that. Now, I don't do any prep. The biggest thing about this recipe, honestly, is just the cutting. It's a really simple recipe, and as long as you got the basics of what you need, you also, if you want, just for any other kind of fajita or Mexican food, have salsa, sour cream, cheese. I'm a vegetarian, but I enjoy cheese because I can't give up on cheese. Because when you're born and raised from Wisconsin, that causes problems when people say that you don't like cheese. Especially I grew up in a cheese-making town, so that didn't help. Alrighty. And my tip is to not cut it in half because then you're losing parts of the pepper. So just cut around the outside of it. Do what I did with the other ones. I'll show you on a bigger one that'll work a little bit easier for us. Perfect. I'm very perfectionist when it comes to cuts. I'm not like 100% perfect, but trying to be, not look like a total rookie. But yeah, you're just cutting them into small pieces like this. But I'll update you guys throughout the stream. I'm also going to be on More Sunshine Please's live stream on Tuesday. We're going to be talking all about High School Musical because he has never watched High School Musical. So I'm very interested to see what his thoughts are. I really enjoy it. I was in the generation that grew up with High School Musical. So I've been really enjoying that. So my green peppers are done. I don't really have many of that, but that's okay. We have other peppers to make up for it. My grocery store had peppers on sale, which is great because then you can just kind of do what you want with them, which is great. Make sure you take the stickers off. By the way, if you guys are ever at your grocery store and you want to hijack, like if you're at self-checkout and you want to take things up, the numbers on the bottom here is actually the number you can type into the computer. So when you're in checkout, you can just use that number. So 4688 is red peppers, 4063 is green peppers, 3121 is orange, and I believe, what's yellow? 4689. Hello, Timothy Rainwaters. Nice to see ya. And I accidentally opened another tab, and I don't know what opened. There we go. Hold on, guys. I'm going to force quit one of my things. There we go. Okay. Hi, Timothy. We are making vegetarian fajitas today. That is what's on the menu. Because since I am a vegetarian, that's a choice. But you're kind of just cutting around the outside of the core in the middle. Because if you cut around the core, you're avoiding all the little fragments on it. Yeah, once you cut around the outside, you can get as much out of the pepper as you need to. Wow, I did really good on this pepper. I barely had any scratch. That's great. I love it. Okay. But this is actually already a fajita strip, so I'll cut it in half actually. So it's not so big. And if you guys are here, make sure you guys go and share out the stream. I invited Donna. I don't know if Donna's on streams today, but I put Donna, I put More Sunshine Please, because they've been doing some cooking videos. I put Lynn, but I saw Lynn, she just sent a message on the members chat for her channel. She just said she's doing house errands, but she said she'll probably watch the replay. Okay. Trying to get this white out. And if you guys have bitter peppers, it's because you guys if you guys haven't taken out this white middle core, that's what will make your peppers bitter. Make sure you guys don't have that. I'm not going to cut all of these because I want enough for me to have, but then to enjoy for the weekend. Hi, Big Disney fan. Nice seeing you. Sorry, I would highlight your name, but I'm currently cutting peppers at the moment. On the docket today is the vegetarian fajitas. That is the docket for dinner tonight because it's just me in the house, and I thought, why not treat myself to something different? And I love these peppers so much. They're like so yummy. I'm going to leave a couple to the side for me to eat because I'm actually starving. But yeah, like if I had something to eat as like a snack, it would be berries or this, like peppers with salsa and sour cream mixed together as a dip. Scrumptious. I'm trying to figure out what are my best options for me that are like not to have the bad food. Like every once in a while, yeah, it's okay to have it, but you don't want to have it all the time, you know? I'm trying not to waste any of the flesh because you pay for it, so you might as well eat it. That's also a scrap for me to eat. It was too thin, it wouldn't work out. That was not my goal, to pick out these things. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun. Okay. I'm gonna eat one. Okay. Again, you just want to cut them into thin like strips. I always put it on a paper plate. It makes it easy for transfer. I'm going to really do one of each pepper, just so I'm not going too crazy. But my peppers from the green were pretty small. So, and if you guys are meat eaters, like, don't be harsh. You don't have to make the vegetarian version of the recipe. You can always do it with meat or seafood if you'd like. My family's, we have a pretty severe seafood allergy in the family. Shellfish in particular, we try to stay away from fish anyways. So, I never really grew up eating seafood. So, which is fine. But yeah, orange and yellow I think are my favorite, just because they're sweeter than the other peppers, but they still have their crunch to them. Like green's great for sautéing or to make with a ranch dip. Like those are great because you don't have. It's like a subtle flavor. It's not super strong, if that makes any sense. But it's great. We have the last section of the orange pepper here. Perfect. There we go. And we need another one. Alright, and then my red, and this is done, so I'm gonna stick it back in the fridge because I want those to eat for another batch. I might just heat up some tomatoes with this one, but I don't know. I've never tried with tomatoes, and I don't want it to ruin the texture. Dang it. 95 here tomorrow with the heated on. Yeah. North Carolina's hasn't been bad. It's tolerable. But sometimes it feels like much. Okay, that's another one for me. Alright. Peppers are all off the thing now. So now just a cut. Makes it really easy when they're in these smaller pieces too, because then you can just cut right into it. Hope everyone's having a good day, and if you guys are here, make sure you guys are sharing the stream out on social media, especially if you have other people in the community that love cooking videos. Make sure you guys check that out. Alright, all of my peppers are done. I have a lot of peppers today, but that's okay. Okay. I always like to clean this off because it does get really liquidy, and you don't want that going all over the place. I'm gonna wash my hands. Even though it's not meat, I treat it like it's my meat. But plus, it's always nice to wash your hands in between steps. Then you're not having to deal with, the crazy, the sticky hands or anything like that. I'm gonna start prepping the pan, but I'm not gonna preheat it or anything. I'm gonna take a skillet pan. So this is like a 9-inch. And olive oil. Try not to get extra virgin olive oil. That's for like sauces or finishing, or for dipping. Get ones that are regular olive oil. It's good for sauteing. And you take it, and I usually coat it only a little bit, just enough to get a good majority of the pan going, but not having any extra. I think that's it. So you kind of just want it to coat. Yeah, that's good. So it coats the majority of it, but you don't want to do a lot because the peppers will do the cooking for us. So we'll put that back. All right. I'm gonna cut. You can do red onions for this, but I particularly use a sweet onion. I like them better. All right. Cut it. I'm gonna take off this first and second papery sort of layer, because I don't like that. I don't like that flavor going into my dish, especially when it's not cleaned either. So if you pull it off, it comes right off. Oh, I forgot to grab a piece of peppermint gum from my car. Dang it! I have a thing of like a container of like a container of peppermint flavored gum in my car. Because I always like to do it before I go into work because you're wearing a mask all day. However, people still talk to you, so you just want to be friendly with people. All right, once you take off all the skin, you're left with a beautiful sweet onion. What I do, I'm going to grab another small plate. I'm just going to use a normal plate this time because there's not going to be as many. And this I actually got in my college program. It says nice with an orange bird on it. Really cute. Enjoyed that. But you're going to take this side. You're going to cut the top off because you don't need that. But if you cut it with the head facing towards you on a vertical side, I'm trying to show you in a way that makes sense. But if you want to cut it like this and cut it down to the edge of the onion, it'll give you perfect fajita slices. So let me show you what I mean. This is a bad example because it's a top, so hold on. I'm going to use this bigger one. I don't like using the innards, but the outside's fine. Let me give you another good whack at it. See, it comes out with these crescent moon shapes. Those are perfect for fajitas. So you just cut the pepper like that, or cut the onion like that. I usually do it in one big swoop. And I always like to use it until the very edge. Woo. And it's a strong onion today. I always had a bad tolerance for onions for some odd reason. It's fine, it works. But it's just a little annoying. Sorry, my eyes are starting to tear up from the onion, guys. Woo-hoo. I need peppermint gum. When a girl needs peppermint gum. Oh, I think it's hot. Alright, now I'm better. Pro tip. Always pro tip, always have a peppermint gum on you. Or some kind of mint gum to help you. I'm going to continue to separate these. And you separate it and it becomes these beautiful little pieces. Okay, so now that I have all of my onion cut, hi everyone, and another person join in. Hopefully, if it's one of you guys, make sure you guys comment below and say hello. Make sure you guys go check out my latest Friday live stream if you guys weren't on that show. It was really fun. I did an unboxing on a Etsy shop that focuses on, it's an autistic family. And it's awesome. Sorry if I sound cryy type, it's because of the onion. This onion is very strong today. Resilient. Once I finish handling it, I'm good, but I did not think I was going to get this much out of it, which is great. It's a fairly small onion, so I'm surprised I got this much out of it. So you just keep separating the onion because they make it for a delicious, fajita. And the last one's always the biggest. And always the most complicated too, because it comes in like weird shapes. If you guys are just popping in, make sure you guys are liking the stream, give the stream a like, and tell YouTube that you like. And if you want recipes to suggest for me to try that are vegetarian friendly, so no meat product, but you can have, you can't have seafood because our family is allergic to seafood. So anything other than seafood and meat, you're good to go. Alright, let me wash my hands again. Because because I was handling onion, and you don't want that going everywhere. Okay. And I also have the cutest hand towels. They're like mini, Mickey and Minnie. They're fun. Okay. Alrighty. So once you have your pepper cut, you have all of your onions cut. I always wipe down the board, especially after you cut onions, because it lingers. The final ingredient to prep, the garlic. Now, when I finish using garlic, I always stick it in the fridge. It usually lasts longer, at least for me. I'm going to do a good 4 cloves today because I'm in the garlicky mood, but it's up to you. I don't know if you guys have done garlic, but take the top of your knife. I'm going to dry this off also because it probably has onion on it. There we go. Probably better. Ooh, Mac and Robin. Hi! Garlic, it burns, yes. But the way that I make it, it actually doesn't come out burnt. So I'll show you how. So you take the garlic, clove, whatever you want to use. Take a good whack at it. That might have not been a strong whack, but no, it worked. Yes! Usually that doesn't work the first time around, and the clove just comes right out. Or you can take a Tupperware container and put all your cloves in it and shake it up, and the peel will come off by itself, which is kind of awesome. I'm sorry if it sounds like I have gum in my mouth. I do, but it was because of the onion. If you have a strong onion, chew peppermint gum. It'll help. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Wanted to update you guys about things that are going on my channel. Tomorrow night, we are going back into Disney Parks 101 with Hong Kong Disneyland, long awaited. After my 2-week hiatus from streaming due to COVID-19 in our house, and I would like to announce that it's officially out of our house. We are COVID-free in our house, which is very exciting. You can continue going and chat. I'll still be here. I'm just cooking and peeling the garlic. Hopefully the lighting and the video is turning out good. I am in my kitchen, so I don't know if it's going to be okay. Now, usually with garlic, I usually cut this part of the garlic right here because it's kind of bitter and you don't want that in your food. So I usually cut that off. And then I usually cut off the other side. And then usually I mince it. So I usually just cut it in half. And then I just cut it from there. I've been getting better at cutting it, which is nice. It's still a struggle sometimes. And then from there, I usually just give it a couple of good whacks at it to make them a little bit smaller. But it's okay to still have some big chunks in it, but it was a joke. Thank you. Well, it was a very good joke. I like it. I'm just in the focused state of mind, so hope you guys are all having a good day. But I wanted to give you guys a few channel updates for those of you guys who haven't been following my social media as of lately. So I am doing a show with Pete McDevitt on his Wednesday night streams. That's going to go up. That stream has already gone up on his channel. I have also added it onto my Disney collaboration playlist here on my YouTube channel. Let me throw all these scraps away because it drives me crazy. I should probably just cut off the top and the bottoms of the rest of these so I can take all of this out at once. And also when there's a little speck on it, I always like to cut that off too, because then it's not in your food also. Okay. Okay, now I just have the actual garlic cloves too, which is good. Okay, let me just throw this out and I cut this and we'll be starting to cook, guys. Woohoo! Now, if you do this with mushroom, I suggest either roasting them ahead of time or putting them in a different context here. Note everyone is here. And make sure you guys are liking the stream and sharing it out so more friends can hang out with us. And make sure if you guys can try to get Donna on here. Miss Donna, Donna Jaworski. I know she does her cooking shows. And I told her I'm a vegetarian. I'm vegetarian, but I love to cook. And this is actually one of my favorite dishes to make. It was my first dish that I actually perfected at like 14, 15. Which is good. Because my mom told me at the age of 13, she's like, I'm tired of cooking meals, 2 meals a day, 2 dinners a day for you. Because she knows that lunches is too difficult because they can always just bring like microwavable mac and cheese, or she pre-makes it and puts sauce on it so I can heat it up at school. Or have berries, fruit, yogurt. And I'm always very careful when I cut. So no injuries here. Okay. This is going to be a very big portion, but that's okay. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm at the final stage of cutting. Caitlin, Donna is currently at the parks. Oh, I didn't know she was at the parks. Thanks, Mike. Let her know that there's a stream on my channel and she can watch the replay. I didn't know she was in the parks with Corey. I never seen his stream pop up, which is weird because I usually always get his stream notifications. So it's been weird. My YouTube streams have been really weird. Like some days, like I get a perfectly good one. You and Donna are going to do a co-op stream. I don't know. It's up to Donna. But I am going to do one with the Lynn Project, and she's going to make me another non-alcoholic option. I think that's going to be the episode where she's going to try to make something from Starbucks. Because I know she's a bartender, but I really do like Starbucks drinks, and I do think she can be able to make it. The pom juice she had from today's video is amazing, by the way. If you guys haven't seen Lynn's latest video, make sure you guys go check it out. She's awesome. And then just so you guys know, a few collaborations that are already booked. He went live the same time you did. Oh, that's why. But it's even like my Google Chrome, it'll sync with my notifications. So like I'll get a notification on Google Chrome that it would go live. But I never even got that, which is a little strange. Let me just fill out this gum so I can actually talk to you guys. I feel like since I never chewed gum at like the exact time as everyone else, you kind of just are out of it. But anyways, so by the way, pro tip, if you want garlic to last and you're using it fairly often, but you don't want it to go bad while it's sitting in your pantry, I always stick my garlic in the fridge on the top section, so that way I can use it for another time. So yeah. So we are at Cooking Pages. Hello, Theme Park Vets. Nice. Thank you for joining us. So I have my sweet onion. You can use red onion if you like. If you have mushroom, I highly suggest if you have, like, we want to make it with mushroom with good flavor, have them browned with that seasoning in a separate pan either the day before or do it before you put it in with the peppers, because it's gonna, I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes mushrooms, when it's cooked with other things, it may get watered down and won't get that really good mushroom flavor. So make sure you have that. I have a non-stick skillet. I don't know what size it is, Mike. I think it's like And I pretty much got, doesn't say the size on this mic. I say it's about a 9 to 12 inch pan, nonstick pan we got here, Mike, with some Steve's World. Hey, Steve's World was with him. That's awesome. Oh yeah, he was going because of the hurricane. That's right. See, I know things. But yeah, now I have to tell Steve's World that I did one because a lot of people are like, how do you cook vegetarian? I'm like, you can cook vegetarian. You just have to find recipes that you really enjoy. So I'm gonna start this on a. I have a stove. I have a really weird stove. I have a stove that has two dual elements. The top ones are smaller, but they consider are melt burners, and the middle one is a warm zone. Now, if you wanted to make it ahead of time, you have this warm zone feature. You can put the mushrooms there and then put it there. No, YouTube's no longer sending out emails. I knew that, but it's not an email. Like my YouTube channel notifications is linked with my browser, so you can still get the notifications. Mike, I wish I could explain it in a way that makes sense to you, but it's hard. And you also need, if you are just joining us, we are making vegetarian fajitas. You need olive oil, onion of your choice. I use sweet onion. Peppers of your choice. I use all colors because I love all of them. Garlic, lemon pepper seasoning, salt, pepper, and a little bit of regular olive oil. No extra virgin. Extra virgin olive oil is meant for salads and or dipping. So I highly suggest olive oil for this because it's better for sauteing things. You also need a knife, which I don't need anymore, and I'm going to move it so it's not going to injure anybody, but at the same time not have it. So you have your wooden spatula, my favorite tool in the kitchen. You're going to take your garlic. I'm going to get you guys up closer here in just a moment. I always like to make sure I have everything in first before I move you guys closer. Plus, I like to make sure that there's no liquid on the surface before I move it. Because knowing me, I can make a mess sometimes in the kitchen. So it looks like I am free of liquid. So I am clear to move you guys up. So let me move you guys up so you can see a little bit better. Okay, cool. Can you guys see okay? I need thumbs up in the chat before I start the heat. I'm actually going to do a little bit of more olive oil than I have right now. Because usually I like it to have a little bit push around. Oh, I think I got it on the floor. Dang it. It might do something. It might be due to something with Chrome. Yeah. Hi, Kirky. Nice to see you. So we're currently making this. Rockin' Robin, if you're here still, can you let me know if you can see the screen okay? Mike, I'm sorry this is not working out. I just realized I should have wrote the description for you so that way you could understand this recipe instead of listening to my voice. Oh, Karki, you see it fine. Perfect. Thank you. All right, we're going to put this on a, let's say, medium-high heat. Not like super hot, but yet again, you want it pretty hot. So you start with garlic first. If you do want to cook the mushrooms with the peppers, you're going to go in order of pepper, onion, mushroom, onion, and peppers last. Because the peppers in the last, it's still going to heat up with everything else. You just want it to heat up with the last ingredient. So you don't want it to go too crazy. Now, if it gets hard for me to hear, let me know, guys. But Carol, thank you for being here. I didn't realize Donna was in the park. Otherwise, I wouldn't have messaged her. Whew, and dang it, I just got something on my shirt. It's okay. I'll change into my pajamas just after this because I like to chill in my pajamas. Usually I get in them right after I get off work because I wear business casual to work. So, Legends Arjan. Yes, Arjan and Nick. I knew Nick would be with him if Jonna was in the park, but Arjan's, that's awesome. And they're in Epcot. May I ask what they're up to right now since I can't watch the stream? because I hate it. I don't like it when I'm trying to watch consistent people. Like, not to say that people do it in stream is a bad thing, but it's like somebody who's deaf in one ear, it makes it so much more difficult to understand people. So with this garlic, you want to cook it until it gets lightly golden brown on the edges, but not in the middle yet. And I'm also going to be pouring myself some sparkling water to drink. I've not tried this flavor yet, but I love seltzer water, so I'm going to give this a try on stream. Hi again, Mike. I'm hoping to beat you at 186. They're getting on some sort of water ride indoors. Oh, Living with the Land? Is that it, Rockin' Robin? Because that's my favorite attraction in all of Walt Disney World. I love it. And I have my new cup here, guys. This is my newest creation. Turvis actually had a celebration for Toy Story's anniversary, and they commissioned Pixar Animation to make a couple cups. And this is my favorite from it. And it's the Pixar lamp. So it says Pixar Animation Studios in the classic logo with animated versions of the Lexa Ball and Lexa the Lamp, which is awesome. And the back has all different kinds of poses with Lexa, which I think that's amazing. And it's kind of familiar from the series. If you guys grew up watching it, I grew up watching all the Pixar commercials, or the Pixar shorts as well as the Pixar attractions. Just checking on this garlic because you don't want garlic to burn. And then if there's big pieces that you never cut up, this is a good opportunity right now when it's not browned yet to cut it down a bit so it's not as chunky. Nice. Is it dishwasher safe? Yes. All of Turvis, all stuff made by Turvis is dishwasher safe. So yes, dishwasher safe on the cups. Yes. But I suggest getting a cup with a straw in it. So the cup lid. Oh, that's not the lid for it. But I have another Turvis too here, and this one's all about different stances of Mickey. I also have that Turvis, and then I also have a Mickey or a Disney Starbucks cup that I love. Ooh, we are there, guys. We are there. So you guys can see that, but it's like lightly getting browned, but it's not all the garlic is, and that's exactly where you want it. So the next thing, I don't do mushrooms for the summertime because it gets too heavy for me. I like it really light, so makes it easy. I think my lovely orange bird plate I got from Disney, thanks CP discount. And you want this, and you want the onions just to start getting translucent. Luckily, these are pretty thin, so it shouldn't take me very long. But yeah, Living with the Land is my favorite attraction. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Living with the Land is one of my favorites. I never went on it when it was with like an actual tour guide because I heard that was a thing. But it's okay. Oh, thanks, Rob Rice Coop, for liking my stream. Appreciate it on Twitter. I know, isn't the Mickey one cute? But they had this. I was in Panama City about a month ago now. For 4th of July, and the lady at the store, I saw these, and I was like, wait, are these out yet? And she's like, no, they're like, one of our employees was able to get their hands on a new one. So I was like, oh, cool. I was like, I was a former Disney cast member. I said, this means a lot to me. And she's like, why? I said, well, Pixar, as an autistic person, it helped me talk for the first time. And someone who loved the Disney shorts, I thought it was so great to have this. So let me get a little bit of ice in this. I want to get a little bit of ice in here so that way my seltzer water would not be. We'll let the fizz go out a little bit in that. Looks like some of these are already starting to turn translucent, but we'll give it another minute or here. We want the onions just to become translucent, so We're starting to get there. There's a few bigger pieces that aren't there yet, so I'm gonna give it like another 30 seconds and then we'll add the peppers in. And then when you're at this step, very important. Oh gosh, sorry for the noise, guys. But you have to grab your lid ready because once you season it, you're gonna heat it uncovered, and every I don't know, 5 minutes, you want to go in and scrape the bottom because that's where all the yummy flavors left behind. But yeah, I love this recipe so much. It's one of my favorites. And you can pair it with any kind of rice you like. I make it on tostadas, which my roommate, my ICP roommate, she knows when these go live. So I tell her when they go live. So Roomie, if you're watching, I'm making these with tostadas. But tostadas is very traditional. It's basically like a flat tortilla shell. But it's great for making fajitas. Oh, we are already getting some color. We are going to go into pepper time. All these are beautiful peppers. And I'm going to have one. Because it's just me right now. So, oh, yum. Now, these are going to take really quick with the peppers because you just want them to heat through because they're going to do most of its work while it's seasoned and covered. So don't worry about them getting soft. I just like to do a little bit of ahead of time with the onions because it makes the stream so much better, so much more fun. And it gives the onions like more caramelization if you can. And that's what makes this recipe so yummy. Is all the flavors. You can make a vegetarian food that smells delicious and tastes really good, and you don't miss the meat from it. But if anybody watches this recipe and wants to make it with their choice of meat, example, seafood, fish, meat, up to them. We have a seafood allergy in our house, pretty deadly one, so we can't have any of that. So I never grew up eating it at all. Sorry for the noise. Hopefully it's not too loud. I want to do the behind the scenes tour too. That's one of my favorites. But yeah, Carti is Tervis. Tervis. They're an amazing company. And I'm going to test out this strawberry watermelon salsa on stream. And it's from Polar. Family made since 1882. We'll let some of the ice melt so it's not so iffy. Okay. Oh yeah, that's heated up. Okay. We're at seasoning time. So with this, there's a lot of pepper in this. Okay? So make sure you guys don't add a lot of pepper. So for me, I always like using fresh cracked pepper. This is a McCormick, but you can just get it at any grocery store. It's like a grinder. You can choose your thickness. But I only use a little bit because the lemon pepper obviously has it in there. But I also like the fresh taste of fresh pepper in it. And I have these cute little salt and pepper holders. They're like little pots. And you definitely want to salt these because that's where all your flavor is going to come out. Because once the juices melt from this, it's going to go all over your things. Now, you can just get it with just salt and pepper. You can do sea salt also if you'd like. This looks so yummy. So excited right now. See, like even some of the peppers are starting to brown, or some of the onions are starting to brown, which is beautiful. I've never gotten that before. And then throw in your secret weapon, lemon pepper. I love lemon pepper. This is what makes the dish delicious. My mom actually prefers this vegetarian recipe of fajitas more than some Mexican restaurants do. So that made me really happy when she came out with this. She's like, hey, this is so good. I'm like, yes. Now, when you mix this at first, it's going to be really strong pepper. Carti, I do not. So the whole reason I became vegetarian in the first place is because I hate, I had my tonsils and aneroids taken out when I was like like 3 or 4. And I'm going to douse this again in a little bit of salt because it's not breaking down like I want to. And you always want to do a little bit over your shoulder for good luck. But I've had people that are vegetarian that really like fake meat. I don't prefer it. I just love good raw vegetables that are good and healthy for you. You could also add spinach in this if you'd like. Just pre-cook it, like cook it with that the garlic oil that you made with the garlic olive oil. So this is actually not going to take long at all today. I'm going to turn down the heat so that way it doesn't burn. So now I'm at a medium heat now. You're going to cover this bad boy. And you're going to have this cook for, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. Depends on how your things cooks. But yeah, I don't use fake meat. It's just I don't like the texture of meat altogether. And fake meat tries to resemble that. But I just like plain. So we're gonna do a sparkling water test because I've tried this brand with other flavors, but not this one. It's a strawberry watermelon flavor. I like seltzer when I'm at work or because it feels like it gives you energy, but it doesn't. It's caffeine free, which is great. Ooh, that's yummy. It smells like, so the strawberry watermelon flavor, it smells more watermelon when you first smell it. But then when you go into drinking it, you get the strawberry coming in. But if you blended that with some lemonade and some ice, you would get like a really yummy strawberry watermelon lemonade, but it's cheap. And a lot of these grocery stores will have this seltzer on sale all the time. I get this flavor, well, this one was the first time, but I got the sparkling lime water, which was actually pretty good. And I also like getting all these sparkling water in the half bottles and then the actual sparkling ice bottles. Both of them are fantastic. And they're caffeine free, but they have like vitamin B in them, which is really good. Raspberry lime, that's exactly what it was. I'm going to mix this for the first time. It's already started to caramelize already. But you want to constantly be stirring this. Oh, and if you're a glasses wearer, make sure you have the water against it, the cover against it, because it won't be as thin. But this is already starting to look amazing. So excited right now. Normally I would have rice to put this with. So I would have rice, my sour cream, cheese, because I'm a vegetarian, but I still like cheese. Cheese, and then my local Mexican places have cheese dip, which is amazing. It's like an appetizer, but I use it on my fajitas to give it a lot more flavor. Because that's the whole thing with vegetarian dishes is the flavor. If the flavor is there, you're A-okay. By the way, I hope this matches my shirt. I tried to find a green hair tie this morning because we had an incident with a large bug last night. We had to deal with that. And then we also had a cricket in our mom's, well, opposite way of you, but their mom's room had a cricket last night in the wall. So we were hearing that majority of the night. Oh, it's so good. Yum. Now, I like to start getting ready for stuff that I want for my dish, so I always get, hey, Dan's in the house. Hey, Dan. Yes, we are making vegetarian fajitas. I'll show you, Dan. Sorry, I'm trying not to have this sweet in my hand. This is how it's turning, Dan. And I use lemon pepper as my seasoning, Dan. Garlic. You can use mushroom if you like, Dan. But in the summertime, I don't like usually making it with onion. I feel like it's too much. I think this only needs a couple more minutes and it's done, literally. I'm going to turn up the heat just so I can get a little bit of brownage on the outside. Because when you get fajitas from a place, you want it to be super yummy. I always get salsa from a local Mexican place. I go there like once a week and I get all different kinds of stuff. I get cheese dip from a local place And also, that's what I use on top. And to put these on, I put these on tostadas. My roommate from Yucatan, Dan, from my college program, teach me about these. She says basically treat this like a flat tortilla shell. So I use this for all of my things. But yeah, my secret weapon in this, lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is the secret to this making it so good. My mom prefers these vegetarian fajitas over most vegetarian things that she's ever made, that I've ever made. And you want to constantly be mixing this because you don't want it to burn, but you also want it to get really dark in color. Oh no! Good thing it's just me. I can throw it back in. It's not on the floor, Dan. It's not on the floor. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it, Dan? I'm so excited about it. And my update, you guys, we have a special guest September 4th. I need you guys to mark your calendars. We're going to move up the date time for my Catching Up with Caitlin episode. We are going live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, September 4th. We have a very special guest who's going to be joining me on this channel for the first time ever on my channel. I'm leaving it a surprise. Even in the thumbnail, you guys are going to have to wait until the day of. And we're going to go into Tokyo Disneyland, and it's going to be amazing. Hitchhiking Bones, thank you. I'm very excited about it. You done? I'm also rescheduled for Keith's show. Keith's show is going to be rescheduled for September 27th. That's going to be my rescheduled date just because of COVID and what's been going on in the house. We're good. Officially announcing to all of you, we are COVID-free in our house. My sister got the call yesterday that her test was negative, which means everyone in our house is COVID-free. Yay! If only Rob Buzz was here to give his sound effect. So that's amazing news. Yes! That water action! So excited about this. You have no idea. I'm starving. I didn't really eat lunch because I wasn't really hungry. But now it's dinner time and I'm starving. And I can usually probably can get 2 servings out of this. I'll get 2 vegetarian fajitas today, and then I usually can be enough for 2 on the next day. The 2 citrusy today. The last time I made this, I put in way too much lemon pepper. Yeah, sweet. So good. And I know, guys, if you want to hop back and forth between streams, I know that Corey Meets World and Steve's World and Donna and Arjon's and probably Samantha's with them. And Nick from Magical News Live. If you guys want to hop over and say hello, don't mind. It's awesome. Also, Pete McDevitt, I am also booked for a show. I'm going to be on his show on January 6th. The thumbnail and the live stream is already posted on his channel. Thought I was hearing somebody, but maybe I'm not. But that's really exciting. All right, I think this is done, guys. We're going to do one final pan down, but I think this is done. Actually, guys, hold on. Apparently somebody was paged with Paige Ohana on it. I don't know. And Dole's dad just had a stream, so guys, if you guys want to watch Dole's dad's video, don't mind. It's titled, Hello, Internet Troll. So here is the fajitas. I think this is done, guys, honestly. This is done. So happy with how this turned out today. Now, usually I scrape those good bits of oil because that's usually the garlic that'll do that. But it's not actually like burnt stuff on it. So I usually just scrape that up. Make sure it gets mixed in with everything. So I'll show you how this gets paired together and then we'll do a general chat. Alright, we're going to turn off the heat. And you always want to put more peppers than you're expecting because peppers are definitely gonna, it's definitely gonna be different. Turn off the heat. You want the heat off, and I'll show you how to put this together my way. But you can definitely make this in a typical fajita style with flour tortillas. We prefer using the Mission brand. Disneyland a long time ago, Mission was their sponsor for one of their sections, and they taught you how to make tortillas. So we always buy Mission tortillas when we can because we know how they make them because they made them at Disneyland. And I also am going to probably do a Disney Parks 101 on each of the Disney World parks, as well as Disney Springs. Disney Springs needs their representation, as well as the other Orlando parks. And I just realized my cord is going AWOL on me. Now it's my actual cord on the brick. Ugh. I've had this computer for almost 6 years now. I bought it in the fall of 2014. When I was originally supposed to go to school. That didn't happen. So let me move this out of the way. And my computer's pretty much charged, so I'm not going to need this. Hold on, guys. This is my space. I'm basically in the dining room. A lot of people are like, wait. You're in the dining room? I'm like, yep, that's where my room is. And ignore me for my breakouts I've had. Ever since this whole COVID situation's going on, my acne's gone haywire. So what I usually do, if you have rice, heat up the rice if you do. I usually use leftover rice from a Mexican place because there's such good flavor, and usually it's not made with meat, so usually I'm good. Take a plate, and I always recommend Cornell for plates, guys. Cornell has the best plates in the world. Also, I'm expecting a mail soon, so luckily that is. A male bell pepper has 3 bumps and is better for cooking. A female. Don, you're influencing me here. I didn't even know that. Now I need to know that now. Thank you for letting me know, Don. I learned something new. Well, who knew? Okay, I almost forgot that I needed more salsa because I'm almost out. Sour cream, cheese, and I get cheese dip from my local Mexican place by my house. And I just put a little bit of this on top so you get something a little melty on top, which is delicious. And for my cheese, I always like staying local if possible with getting Wisconsin cheese if I can, because obviously I was born and raised there, so I have to continue. However, great value. Theirs is Midwest grown for them. They obviously don't package it that way because otherwise you have to charge more for it. But great value, always Wisconsin cheese. So you can trust that when you get that. Okay, so what I do, these tostadas. Thank you, Elizabeth. If you're watching, Elizabeth, on replay, thank you for introducing me to these beautiful creations of earth that are delicious and that make fajitas so much easier. So these are tostadas. They basically treat them as flat tortillas, shells. They're great for fajitas. They're also great for if you want a little snack of just like cheese and tomatoes and just to light eat snack on. They're great. So this luckily doesn't need much heating. So I just heat it for 15 seconds. My thing is weird. So I usually preheat that for 30 seconds, and then I go ahead and put sour cream on it. I'm gonna grab a knife for that. And my mom's gonna be really happy because when she gets back from her hair appointment, because that's where she is right now. Otherwise, you would hear my mom in the background. My mom would be super happy because she loves these fajitas. It's one of her favorite things, and especially now that she has her taste back. I'm sure she's gonna want some of this because this fajita, guys, is so packed with flavor. And I have sour cream in my hands. Good thing it's just me, guys. Okay, once you have the tostadas heated up, I usually just put a light layer of sour cream on the bottom. That way, the liquid from the fajitas actually doesn't go in the middle of this. My spreading isn't going to be perfect. I'm no Martha Stewart, but I'm good. I'm pretty decent cook for a 24-year-old who's a vegetarian, so. I'm excited to go to Tempanetto. You guys have no idea. When I found out that I was looking at my Disney Experience to see if they opened up because they had a rumor going around that it was going to reopen. And Ron and Meredith from Dufeli Crew, shout out to you guys. You guys were the ones that told me about it. They are actually enjoying that, which is awesome. And I'm so happy they're in the parks. I wish I could be in the parks. However, I did go to the parks right before the shutdown, literally days. Like it was maybe like 3 or 4 days and then the park shut down. So I am very lucky and fortunate that I was able to still go to the parks and see some of my friends. But a lot of my friends are still furloughed. So guys, send hearts to cast members still, because some cast members are still extended on furlough and some of them are going to be furloughed for another 6 to 12 months, guys. So make sure you guys send love to cast members right now. They can certainly use it. Okay, so once you use your tools, you don't need this anymore because I can't really grab it. Down pair of tongs. These are my favorite of choice. Now, there is going to be some water on the top, but if you put it in when the peppers are still hot, it'll melt. It'll go right into the pot and it won't have any problems. But then you just put it on top. So yummy. This is such a yummy recipe. It comes together so quick, and you can really do the prep work a couple of hours ahead of time. So like if you cut everything in the morning before you left for work for that day, and you came home and you just have to put it together, which takes like 15-20 minutes to make, which is great. Mushrooms, however, is going to take a little bit longer. So if you guys do use mushrooms in this, expect another, like I use white mushrooms, so they'll take like 8 to 10 minutes to get them to get nice and golden brown. And you definitely want it with mushrooms in the dish. So you put the peppers on top, and then my choice is, hey, Jim, I was hoping you would hop on. Hey, Jim from More Sunshine, please. Hey, Josh Goes to Disney. Hey. Good video, by the way, about your Funko Pop with McDonald's. I watched the cartoon growing up, by the way. And shout out to More Sunshine Plays here right now, because hopefully, Jim, it's confirmed that I'm going to be on for Tuesday's episode about High School Musical. If not, it's going to be another day. We're officially COVID-free in our house, so I can do streams again. Yay! So I like mild cheddar. I don't like sharp cheddar. It's too of a bite for me. Like it's too tangy for me. I like it to be light and complement flavors. More sunshine, please. Jim said, I almost watched High School Musical this afternoon. Jim, you'll enjoy it. It'll be you'll find it a little bit weird because it's, Josh, he hasn't seen High School Musical before. And I told him I really enjoyed it because High School Musical was in my generation. So, yes, Tuesday. Guys, make sure you guys check out his stream on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys haven't watched last Friday's live stream, please check it out. I want to support another small Etsy shop that is with an autistic family. They have great quality stickers. The sticker shop name is Arizona Dream. Let me bring you one of their stickers, actually. You guys will find them here on YouTube at Arizona Dream. But I'll show you some of these stickers. They are phenomenal, some of these stickers. I don't want to take them all out, but they have like autism puzzle pieces. They have a little Dory right there. They have a little mermaid. They have a Mickey with Harrison's artwork. Make sure you guys go check them out. Arizona Dream. Ooh, I want to show my address. That would have been bad. You guys would have known where I would live, but then you would have some creepy people. Make sure you guys go check them out. That stream's almost to 100 views, and I would like it to be over 100, guys. Hi, Mom. I'm just at presentation stage. What's up?
Dr. Dennis decided to tell the dentist that we used to go to in Apple Valley, they have it sent here.
Why? I told him I wasn't going to be attending anymore. Sorry, guys, that's Mom in the background if you're hearing it. And then for the lineup tonight, guys, make sure you guys are watching the Lynn Project at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, Mom, Josh says hello. Josh, Mom says hello. And then I take a little bit of cheese dip, put it right on the top, just so it melts yummy on top. That's crazy that the heat. Everyone's saying glad you're feeling better. And then once you have this stage, I have this, but it's not all melty and delicious yet. Stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds up to a minute. I'm probably going to do 30 today. Oh, and oven burn update. It is not gone yet, but it's very shortly to come. It's getting better. It's going to take a while before that's going to get better. But yeah, Jim, make this recipe, and I want your thoughts on this because it's going to be awesome. Just tostadas, olive oil, not extra virgin olive oil, just regular olive oil, lemon pepper, your favorite salsa, your favorite toppings, and perfect. This is exactly like how I like to make them. And then this is your final product, ladies and gentlemen. You have vegetarian fajitas. Alrighty, guys, so that's the recipe for you guys. Again, the recipe will be linked online, but it's pretty simple. You don't really need measurements in this recipe, which makes it really easy, and you just have to do it. It's great. Hope you guys are. Jim says, okay, so how long will fajita delivery to Tampa take? Well, it's 10.5 hours from here to Orlando. So to Tampa, it'll probably take like 10 hours. And that won't really be good by then. The tortilla will be soggy, but I'll send you the recipe, and maybe we can go on together while we make it at the same time. Maybe one can do it with mushroom, another one can't do it with mushroom. Maybe that's a plan for another stream. Ooh, that sounds fun. But yeah, so I'm glad. I'm going to head out here while you guys can. I can wait. Jim, I can't drive highways either, so it's either I'm flying and not many. Let's just say the last time I brought food on an airplane that was actually good food, which was my huge batch of snacks I brought, the security guy looked at me a little funny. Was like, why do you have all these snacks? I said, I'm moving to Florida, but I'm scared that the grocery stores don't have what I like. And he's like, huh? I'm like, I have autism. Long story short, texture issues. It was a little funny, so I don't want that look again. But I will see you guys another stream. If you guys want to catch a stream right now, Corey is live in Epcot right now with Steve's World, as well as Donna Jaworski, the beautiful Donna Jaworski, the cooking queen, Arjan's, Nick, Samantha. Make sure you guys go check them out. You guys all have a magical day. It's Cast Members Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern for Catching Up with Kate. Be excited, guys. Have a magical day, everybody.